Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zay here on ZLN. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Detroit Pistons tonight. Guys, what can I say? This was a much needed one and an obvious win that the Lakers needed to achieve tonight on the road against the Detroit Pistons tonight. Obviously, the Lakers they blow out the Pistons 133 to 107 tonight in Detroit. And on the Lakers road trip now, with this win now, the Lakers, I believe, they are 11-8 as their record going into the NBA season so far. And with this road trip, the Lakers are, I believe, 2-1 as their record so far on the road. So, with this win, the Lakers, unfortunately, they do have a back-to-back game tomorrow against OKC in OKC. So, with that being said, guys, I mean, this win, I have to say, I'm not a bit surprised, okay? The Lakers were facing one of the worst teams in the NBA. I mean, when you think about one of the worst teams in the NBA, the Detroit Pistons is on that list. I mean, their record is 2-16. 2-16 as their record. So talk about the Lakers not blowing it and got the win tonight against the Detroit Pistons tonight. So with that being said, guys, I mean, what a good win, an obvious win, a must win for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. And I want to get into all the stat lines, who stepped up in this game, and, obviously, who just stepped up in this game. So I want to get into all of that. But before anything, like always, please make sure to like this live stream and, of course, hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel, so you'll be in the know when I go live every single Lakers post-game show on YouTube. So please make sure to do so. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, please follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X, and of course, I'm also on Threads and TikTok. So please make sure to follow me all across social media. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this live stream. You guys can check me out and show me the love, support. And if you just haven't yet, guys, I mean, just hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get right into this win tonight against the Detroit Pistons. Obviously, when you look at just the landscape, I mean, just how the matchup was, it was monstrous for the Lakers due to the circumstances. I mean, they were facing the Detroit Pistons, the worst team in the NBA. With this loss that they have, I believe this is their 17th loss in a row, something like that. I might be mistaken, but it's like a pretty bad situation in Detroit. I think I'm not sure what they're trying to build over there, but I feel bad for Monty Williams. Even though he's getting paid big money over there, it's just a bad situation for him, for a guy who was on a winning team in the Phoenix Suns, but now he's in a whole different situation now in Detroit, where they can't even break their losing streak that they're on at this particular moment. So it's unfortunate, but at the same time, I mean, the Lakers, they handled business. All right. They got the win tonight against the Detroit Pistons, 133 to 107. And, when you look at just the team stats alone, it was just a great night for the Los Angeles Lakers due to the obvious circumstances of who they were facing. So obviously, when you look at the field goal percentages, as a team, the Lakers shot around 51% from the field to the Detroit Pistons 41. So obviously, the Lakers outscored them tremendously well. When it comes down to the shooting averages, you could say it was better at one point for the Lakers, because throughout the game, their shooting was not so great. But due to I'm repeating myself, the Lakers, due to the circumstances, they're facing one of the worst teams. So If they're just continuing to score and have a big lead, they can obviously manage to shoot as much as they want and miss. So, the Lakers just had the opportunity and, got the, average 35% from the three to the Detroit Pistons 41. I think most of the shooting came from the fourth quarter for the Pistons, but, it is what it is. The Lakers still got the win over them. Uh, Obviously, the free throws, 85% for the Detroit Pistons to the Lakers 81. Rebounding, the Lakers out-rebounded the Detroit Pistons 49-39, just by 10. So just a great job out there for the Los Angeles Lakers in that particular area. And then when you look at the steals, it was a bit even, off by one. Detroit Pistons had 8, Lakers 7. 10 blocks for the Los Angeles Lakers. So the defense came to play against the Detroit Pistons tonight. So it was just a great opportunity for the Lakers to, get this win, and a must win and a needed one due to the road trip that they're on at this particular moment. Because, like I said, after this win, the Lakers have a back-to-back game tomorrow, which obviously it is against the OKC Thunder, number 2 seed in the Western Conference. So they are a team to be reckoned with for sure against them, tomorrow. So I'll just say it. I don't think the Lakers will potentially get a win due to the past history of the Lakers not stepping up when it comes down to road games and facing some teams that in logically, I mean, the Lakers can have the ability. They have the team that can obviously go out there and, beat any sort of team that they can. But unfortunately, due to the 76ers, I'm a bit questionable of how this team is built. And, due to the lack of rotations and players still out due to injuries, I think the matchup tomorrow will be pretty difficult for the Lakers to handle, especially for LeBron, who in back-to-back games we witnessed, I mean, LeBron doesn't really, show up in back-to-back games at times. So that's going to be a tough one for the Lakers to at least be competitive in. I hope they don't have another blowout scenario against the OKC Thunder. So but my hope is that the Lakers will be competitive. If they do somehow come out with a miracle and get a win against OKC, that's fine. It'll be great, actually. But at the same time, I mean, I'm not going to hold my breath when it comes down to the Lakers matchup tomorrow against OKC. So it is what it is. We can just hope that the Lakers will be competitive and somehow, with a miracle, get a win. But not holding my breath for it. But yeah, I mean, when you look at it, Lakers just got a huge win, a much needed one. They got a bounce back win due to the bad performance a couple of days ago against the 76ers. They really needed it. They really needed to bounce back from that game, and they obviously did tonight against the Detroit Pistons. So it is what it is, and the Lakers really came to play in that particular moment in this matchup. So just a great job out there for the Lakers handling business against one of the worst teams in the NBA. Obviously, when you look at the team stats, when you look at it, the Lakers really came to play in that particular moment. Anthony Davis really had a good game out there tonight, but the player of the game out there tonight was D'Angelo Russell. 35 points, had 2 blocks, 1 steal, 9 assists, 4 rebounds, went 5 of 7 from the 3, and went 13 of 7 from the field. So he had a great night. Really had a great night. And, surprisingly, I understand the critics. I am honestly one of them. It's like, when it comes to worst teams that the Lakers face, D'Angelo Russell always plays his best basketball against one of some worst teams in the NBA. And the Detroit Pistons is one of them. And surprisingly, he plays better in these particular matchups. But when it comes down to games like the 76ers or, the Bucks or anything like that, I mean, he always seems to really fall under the pressure and not really steps up when it comes to scoring and shooting. And, it's just a bad situation there for some may say, that there's a reason why they're calling for him to get traded. And I'm one of them, really. I mean, honestly, there is a chance that he will be traded. I mean, there's no doubt about it because of how his contract is constructed. I mean, it seems that he's going to get traded this season, and he will be trade eligible on December 15th. So, expect a lot of interest, a lot of trade rumors that are going to be surrounding the Lakers and D'Angelo Russell, and expect trades like Chicago will be bringing up when it comes to certain trade rumors. And then there's another trade that I'm also really interested in that the Lakers should pursue. If it is a trade, that would be interesting to watch. But free agency wise, I think the Lakers will pursue this particular player, and that is Klay Thompson. He has a falling out with the Golden State Warriors due to not getting a extension contract in play before the season started. So there is some conversations, some talks that maybe Klay Thompson could potentially take his talents to the Los Angeles Lakers. So for me, I would honestly welcome him, to be honest with you. But, it's just one of those type of situations where, the Lakers, have to see what's available and who will be the best fit for LeBron and Anthony Davis. If Klay Thompson is available for trades, I really encourage the Lakers to really look into that particular trade. And honestly, I'd rather pick Klay Thompson over Zach LaVine, in my opinion. I mean, the second best trade for Chicago is DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso. That is honestly the best trade scenario that the Lakers should pull off instead of Zach LaVine. But, Klay Thompson does come to mind when it comes down to it. So, but yeah, even though D'Angelo Russell had a great night, 35 points out there, it doesn't mean that he will obviously, lit it up in the next couple of games to come. I mean, he has some off ones, he has some good ones. And ironically, when he plays against bad teams, he puts up numbers like this. So it's just interesting. But at the same time, the Lakers did get a win, and because of the efforts of D'Angelo Russell out there tonight. Just got a comment here from Rabbit. Welcome to the live stream. I really appreciate it. If they would have lost this game, I would have given up my season tickets. Yeah, I think every Laker fan would have as well. So absolutely, I agree with you. There's a lot of fans out there that are just frustrated with the Lakers because they're losing to games and some winnable ones that obviously should have gave the Lakers a bit of a chance of being in the better situation in the standings in the Western Conference. I know a couple of games where the Lakers should have honestly won a couple of them. The first matchup against the Sacramento Kings, I think the Lakers should have won that one, and because it was such a close game. And the Dallas Mavericks game should have been a win for the Lakers in that one because it was such a close game as well. So with that, I think the Lakers in this particular moment is, doing all right so far. But at the same time, we have to also consider the situation that they're dealing with due to injuries. And, that's also maybe the reason why the Lakers have been struggling as of late. And, but that still doesn't excuse their bad performance against the 76ers. I mean, that is still really holding a huge, cloud on the Lakers and especially on the Laker fan base because of it, because it was such a bad game at that particular moment in that particular game and that matchup a couple of days ago. So, but with that, I have to say, I agree with you. I'm glad the Lakers won. If they didn't, all Laker fans would have been lining up to ask for a refund on their season tickets. So for sure. Thank you, Rabbit. I really do appreciate for your comment. But, just going into more of the Lakers stat line. Anthony Davis coming to the rescue as well, having a great night against one of the worst teams in the NBA. And the Detroit Pistons had 28 points, had 3 blocks, 1 steal, 16 rebounds. That was a huge game changer of how the Lakers were playing very well on defense. Was because of Anthony Davis and how much rebounding and defensive side that he was bringing up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 16 rebounds, and managed to go 9 of 15 from the field. And he played for 29 minutes, and obviously so, because the Lakers were already blowing out the Detroit Pistons, and it was just obvious that they were going to sit out the starting lineup because it was a blowout game. So with that, great night for AD. Had a great night along with D'Angelo Russell out there tonight, and then LeBron James continuing to show greatness every single game, averaging tonight 25 points out there tonight with 8 rebounds. I went 2 of 6 from the three and averaged 9 of 19. It was because of the dominance tonight for D'Angelo Russell and Anthony Davis. He didn't have to really do a lot in this game. So, but I'm just so surprised that he played for that many minutes, 29 minutes, because like I said, the Lakers are going to be playing a back-to-back game tomorrow against OKC. So you would think, I'm not trying to say that the Lakers didn't need LeBron in this game, but if D'Angelo Russell is playing the way that he did, and Anthony Davis is, and Christian Wood, and Taurean Prince, who was making his threes tonight, I think the Lakers would have won the game without LeBron James, in my opinion. And we could have had him rest up in this game and be prepared for OKC. So it should have happened, but at the same time, it's not anything too surprising that the Lakers, could have somehow didn't need LeBron James's services in this game. But it is what it is. He did show up. Great job out there for LeBron James. 25 points out there tonight. Taurean Prince had 9 points. As I said, he had a good shooting night for the Lakers. Went 3 of 4 from the three, making the shots go in this time around, having 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal. So great job out there for Taurean Prince for making the shots going in. As I said, the Lakers as a team averaged 34% from the three out there tonight. So great job for the Lakers shooting efforts, even though to the circumstances they were facing one of the worst teams in the Detroit Pistons. So just had to put that out there when it comes down to it, that the Lakers had to get this win, and it was an obvious win for the Lakers. So just a great job out there shooting wise for Taurean Prince. And then Max Christie, the game was already won. He just didn't really show up in this game, but, he did his darndest, just being there. So 5 points, 2 rebounds out there tonight, and went 0-2 from the three and went 0-3 from the field out there tonight. For the second unit, I have to say it was not a lot of effort, in my opinion. I mean, because of the circumstances, the Lakers were already winning this game because of the dominance of our starting lineup with D'Angelo Russell, LeBron, and Anthony Davis. Those were the guys that really came to play in this game, and there was actually really no need for the second unit to really step up in this game. Most of these numbers that they put up were obviously garbage time, which obviously we see here with Christian Wood having 12 points, had 9 rebounds out there tonight with 2 blocks and 1 steal. And then you have Jalen Hood-Schifino, who surprisingly had a good night of his own because of the blowout win for the Lakers. He managed to put up some numbers out there, 10 points, went 3 of 6 from the free throw line, 1 of 2 from the three, and 3 of 4 from the field. So he was just having some stat numbers that he just wanted to put up in this game. So just a okay night for the circumstances. So Austin Reeves, I have to say I'm a bit disappointed of his performance out there. Putting up 6 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds, and 1 block. I have to say, guys, I mean, it's just Austin Reeves as of late. I'm not sure what type of slump that he is dealing with at the moment, but it's like he really needs to step up, especially his shooting, going 0-4 from the three. Like I said, the Lakers did shoot 34%, but it's like there was no need for them to average a lot of shooting efforts from the three because they were already winning scoring wise um, from the field and obviously outscoring the Detroit Pistons in this game. So there was no need for them to shoot accurately and have a great shooting night. I mean, they should have, so we can obviously have some good talks and talk about how well the Lakers shot tonight. But it's just not a good shooting night for the Lakers in general. So it's just it is what it is. I mean, it was against one of the worst teams in the NBA. As I said, they're on a losing streak, as I said. So it was just an obvious win. The Lakers needed to get this win. It was a must win, a needed one, and a must one, or in that type of area. So, I mean, it's just, I'm glad the Lakers got the win. I'm not like too surprised because it was supposed to be a must win for the Lakers. So, just want to put that out there. Let's see here from Rabbit. Can't believe Darvin had LeBron playing so late in the game. Yeah, I was just mentioning it. Really do appreciate you bringing this up, Rabbit. I have to say, because like I said, the efforts from D'Angelo Russell and Anthony Davis was plenty for the Lakers to win this game without LeBron. I mean, at most, we should have seen some more effort from Torian Prince, maybe, or maybe from Christian Wood, something, or maybe Austin Reeves, honestly. I mean, if he would have showed more effort, I think he would have if LeBron was sitting out. But I don't know. For some reason, I was just surprised that he played so many minutes. I mean, 29 minutes out there. I mean, he's going to be tired tomorrow for sure. I mean, he's not going to be at 100% against OKC, one of the top teams in the Western Conference. I believe like the second seed in the Western Conference. So this is another situation where, the Lakers are going to be pretty tired and not going to show a lot of energy. I believe in that matchup tomorrow against OKC. They would surprise me. It would be a miracle if somehow they will win against them. But due to the past history of what we see from the Lakers from back-to-back games, they don't really live up to the expectations of that. So especially road games. So the Lakers just honestly, they got lucky against the Cavs a couple of games ago. They really got demolished against the 76ers. And just from past, games on the road, the Lakers haven't been really good on the road. So it's just like, especially back-to-back games and against one of the top teams in the Western Conference. I just hope the Lakers will be competitive. They show some effort and not show the type of performance that we saw against the 76ers a couple of games ago. Or last game. So it'll be a really interesting situation that I hope the Lakers will potentially, not do against the OKC. So hopefully they step up. That's my hope for sure. And I really do appreciate your comment, Rabbit. I really do. Thank you so much. Surprisingly, Cam Reddish returned. He was questionable to play in this game along with Anthony Davis. And, for him to be, playing on the bench, I think it was the right move from Darvin Ham to have that because he's dealing with an injury. So it's just obvious. And we saw the numbers that he put up: 0 points and 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He was just not having a great night for playing 20 minutes. I'm very surprised at that because he's dealing with an injury. So it's like he's playing through an injury. So it's obvious that he was not starting for the Lakers. So, but it's good that he was out there being part of the Lakers and playing through injury, unlike Vando, who is, still hasn't returned yet. There's some talks that I've heard from Lakers Nation, from Trevor Lane, is that he could play on Saturday against the Houston Rockets at home. So that's a possibility that we could see the return of Vando very soon in that matchup. But sort of remains to be seen if that will potentially happen. So just want to put that out there when it comes down to it. Let's see here. But other than that, guys, I mean, the rookies played, the undrafted players played, but it was just garbage time. That's all it was, because it was already a blowout win for the Los Angeles Lakers. So I mean, other than that, I mean, it was a must win, an easy win for the Lakers, because they were facing one of the worst teams in the NBA, in the Detroit Pistons. So it was just obvious that that the Lakers needed to win this game out there tonight against them. So, but yeah, I mean, it was just a much needed one. So great job out there for the Los Angeles Lakers to really get this win, an easy one, and just move on to the next matchup. And it's not going to be an easy one for sure. So my hope is that the Lakers will be competitive, show some effort, show some fighting chance. I don't really think the Lakers will win that matchup tomorrow, but they could surprise me. There could be a miracle. You never know. The Lakers will get a win, maybe, but I'm not holding my breath on that for sure. Just got another comment here from Rabbit. Cam forced some turnovers in inbound plays. He's good at defense. Yeah, I mean, there's no question. I mean, Cam Reddish is a really good defender. He can really help the Lakers out defensively. And, when it comes down to his shooting, he can make them at times. But at the same time, I mean, I feel that, he has some moments where, he really doesn't really, show up at times, certain games, certain situations. But defensively, he is well known for being a big help for the Lakers defensively. So I actually agree. He did turn over the ball a lot for sure. There was just, but it was already a blowout win anyway from the start of the first, second, third. So it was like, for him to turn over the ball, it was not really that crucial because, the Lakers were already doing well in this game. So, but if he was doing that when the Lakers were struggling, then yeah, I'll be yelling through this screen and talking about the bad performance from Cam Reddish and saying, why did he return? Because, he's playing through injury at this moment, guys. I mean, there was no need for him to play in this game because the Lakers were already going to win anyway. So, but I'm glad he was out there. I'm glad he was, participating, but I just want to see more of the returns of the other players that are big game changers for the Lakers, like a Vando, like Rui Hachimura, like Gabe Vincent. We really need to have a healthy team back very soon. So that's my hope, and hopefully it happens very, very soon. So thank you again, Rabbit, for your comment. I really appreciate it. And it was just an easy win. It was an easy win for the Los Angeles Lakers, and it was a much needed one. So after a bad performance against the 76ers. So I'm glad the Lakers got the win. They got it. And now they will be moving on tomorrow against OKC. And that will be a matchup where maybe the Lakers will get a win, but I'm not holding my breath on that. I think the Lakers will struggle in that game, but I just want to see some effort. I don't want to see the type of performance that we saw from them against the 76ers. It's just that's just right there shows me that there's some question marks about this team, and I don't really blame LeBron saying that changes needed to happen. And my hope is that once we reach the deadline for trade eligibility, that maybe trades will start to emerge when it comes to other trades that are out there. Obviously, we're hearing about Zach LaVine. We are hearing about that type of trade scenarios. But recently, and I really thought about this maybe before some of the analysts were bringing it up, because surprisingly, I was thinking about it, and I actually commented on a video saying that Clay to the Lakers would be a smart move for the Lakers. And surprisingly, Stephen A. Smith brought up a type of trade scenario, and Klay Thompson to the Lakers was his interest for uh, Klay Thompson to find his next destination in. So I found it very interesting, and I really hope that the Lakers will consider it. But knowing the Golden State Warriors, I don't think they're going to trade him. That's why I think that once he hits free agency, because obviously contract disputes was the reason why he didn't get extended before the NBA season. So I just find it that the Lakers at this moment will show a lot of interest in Klay Thompson, maybe, and you never know, maybe he will be part of the Lakers' conversation of a trade scenario or free agency pickup next offseason. So that's my hope because his shooting will really help the Lakers in a big way, which is why I hope that I don't know if he is available for trade. It doesn't hurt for the Lakers to ask the Warriors what they want. So, just expect that from the Los Angeles Lakers. And but I don't think a trade will happen. I just have to say it won't because due to the assets and D'Angelo Russell being part of a trade scenario, I don't think the Warriors will want D'Angelo Russell back. So it's just another type of scenario there that a trade won't happen. But I think if anything, a free agency move will be the Lakers' path to get, Klay Thompson for sure. So, but that's if he wants to leave. Okay, no, yeah, no, the Golden State Warriors. So, just want to put that out there. I mean, I'm thinking about some other trades that Lakers should make. Klay Thompson comes to mind, but I just don't think a trade will happen. So, just I think free agency maybe will happen. So. But other than that, Zach LaVine for me, guys, I don't think Zach LaVine will be a smart move for the Lakers because he's giving me Russell Westbrook vibes. That's what I really think when it comes to Zach LaVine. If anything, I would rather have DeMar DeRozan in a trade scenario and add on Alex Caruso in a trade. I think the Lakers will be upgraded in that particular area, bringing another scorer, bringing another shooter, and defense from the point guard position in Alex Caruso would really help the Lakers in a big way. And I just find it very interesting that, that not a lot of talks are being made for Lakers to pursue that type of trade scenario. But just me hearing a lot about Zach LaVine is just really getting ridiculous at this moment because knowing the Chicago Bulls, they're going to be asking for a lot. And, with the Lakers already trading D'Angelo Russell, Rui is going to be part of that trade. And then now we're hearing that Chicago wants Austin Reeves in the trade and then a first round pick. That's just a bit too much, in my opinion, for a guy who is obviously injured prone. He's been injured a lot. And a guy who a couple of games ago only scored 3 points. So, in a blowout loss against, I believe, the Boston Celtics. So it's just another type of scenario where I just not really feeling a type of trade for Zach LaVine to the Lakers. So if anything, I'd rather have DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso in a trade scenario instead of Zach LaVine. So that's just me. That's my hope for the Lakers to make that type of trade if it's available for the Lakers to make for sure. So yeah, I mean, I really hope the Lakers will go that route and consider Klay Thompson in a trade scenario for sure. Absolutely. I just got a comment here from Rabbit. The Lakers will be facing the Phoenix Suns December 5th in the in-season tournament. Yeah, I posted that on my community tab and all over social media. So go check it out. See the standings, brackets, excuse me. And, for me, the Lakers have been on a roll since the in-season tournament began. Obviously, they want to win the 500K cash money and obviously winning the NBA Cup, which obviously will be a great accomplishment for the Lakers to make, especially for LeBron to achieve that type of goal, and obviously getting the money. So for sure. The Phoenix Suns for sure will be a matchup that the Lakers will get their money's worth when it comes to that particular matchup, because there's a possibility of the return of Devin Booker, and he's been in and out this season because of injuries, but you never know. We could potentially see the return of Vando and maybe Rui very soon. When it comes down to those guys returning to the lineup very soon, maybe Gabe Vincent could potentially return during that time. So we may have an opportunity where maybe the Lakers will have some healthy players return very soon. So, uh, but that'll be a matchup for sure. The Lakers have beaten the Phoenix Suns before, so it's not anything too surprising. I mean, the Lakers are 2-0 against the Phoenix Suns, but obviously due to the circumstances of what the Suns are dealing with, they're dealing with injuries left and right with their own and plus with us. And there was some close matchup wins that the Lakers obviously were really lucky in. So for sure. When it came down to it, the Lakers got lucky a couple of times against the Phoenix Suns for sure. And this one will be honestly a challenging one for the Lakers. Because what I've heard is if the Lakers, I think obviously if a team loses in the quarterfinals, they obviously still compete, but they will compete for, I'm not sure what is, for like I don't know, what is it, 200K or maybe something like that. I'm not sure what's the scenario of what the losers will get if somehow they will. It's kind of like the what do you call it, the play-in tournament that the loser fights for the 8th or the 7th seed in the playoffs. So, um, but it's kind of confusing. I'm still learning what the NBA in-season tournament is all about still. But hearing from what Trevor Lane had to say about it, I'm not sure. It has something to do with potentially what a similar situation is for the play-in tournament type of scenario. So I don't know. We just have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. But hopefully, Lakers will be at 100% on December 5th versus the Phoenix Suns in the quarterfinals in the NBA in-season tournament. So let's just hope. Go Lakers for sure. Another comment from Rabbit. Kobe statue will be unveiled February 8th, 2024, before the Denver Nuggets game. Yeah, I really can't wait for that one. I reported on that like maybe a couple of months ago where, before the season started, and it was just a lot of talks around that, and really can't wait for the unveil of that. And I think last time I heard, I think Gigi will potentially be part of the statue with Kobe, but I might be mistaken. We just have to wait and see. I really can't wait to see the unveiling of that. And you never know, maybe, by the time then, maybe the Lakers will get their act together and start winning teams, and we'll see the returns of healthy players, and hopefully not see any injuries during that time. Before we face the Denver Nuggets, who obviously are the top teams in the Western Conference, so they're doing very well for themselves, surprisingly. So, due to them not having Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, which I think Jamal Murray returned tonight for the Denver Nuggets, but just have to put that out there. But yeah, I really can't wait for the unveiling of Kobe Bryant's statue. It's going to be very fun for sure. So thank you again, Rabbit, for your comment. I really appreciate it. And Yeah, I mean, just what a great win for the Lakers. Due to the circumstances. I mean, they obviously beat one of the worst teams in the NBA, and they had to get the win, rightfully so. It was a must win, a much needed one. They bounced back with a win after a bad performance against the 76ers. And now they'll be moving forward tomorrow in a back-to-back game against the OKC Thunder. So that will be another matchup where some of the players are going to be tired, especially LeBron, who played for 29 minutes. So could the Lakers pile, you know, what's the word for it? I lost the wording for it, but maybe they will just power through. Excuse me, that was the word I was looking for. Power through in that matchup tomorrow, and maybe they'll get a win. Maybe they'll be competitive and surprise us all with a win. But I won't be holding my breath on it because due to the lack of players, lack of rotations, with still the Lakers are playing an 8-man rotation due to injuries. So it's just another type of scenario where the Lakers are obviously going to be they're going to be struggling for sure in that matchup tomorrow. But let's just hope the Lakers will bring their A game and not play the type of performance that they played against the 76ers a couple of games ago. So that's my hope, and hopefully the Lakers will potentially achieve that, for sure. So or just be competitive. If they lose, they lose. But if they be competitive and show up and I don't know somehow win, then my hope is that the Lakers will surprise us all with the win, and it'll be a miracle if they do. So that's my hope. Hopefully, the Lakers will achieve that tomorrow. And make no mistake, be in the know. Hit that notification bell. Subscribe to the channel so you'll be in the know when I go live every single Lakers post game show. And of course, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X, and I'm also on Threads and TikTok. So I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this live stream so you guys can check me out. And of course, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Once again, thank you, Rabbit, for your comments. So we had some really good conversations. And thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it. And let's continue to grow this channel. Show me the love and support by subscribing, hitting that notification bell. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.